Hi people, how are you guys? Welcome back to our channel. I hope you have enjoyed our previous videos and you found it helpful and informative enough. Today's video is going to be another video in the mental health series. So without any further delay, I'll just let you know about the topic. It is a very common and a relevant topic, which is stress. Now raise your hand if you've ever felt moody, irritated, overwhelmed, trying to do all the work at once, sleeping restlessly and forgetting little things. If you have experienced all of this, then probably you are just stressed out. Stress is a frequently used term nowadays, but why so? Because I feel that stress is something which has been experienced by every person, at least at some point of their lifetime. But what do we exactly mean by stress? And if I have to explain it in very simple terms, and I would tell that it is an experience that a person goes through when something that they do not expect and cannot control happens to them. In these situations, they are not sure of what is going to happen, and therefore the daily routine kind of disrupts and they do not know what to expect and how to react according to that. Daily stress is quite common to everybody and it is not a big deal. Stressors that is causing us the stress occurs, we react to it and it eventually passes away. And if you ask me, then I would say that stress has some advantages or brighter aspect in our daily life. Number one is that it makes life adventurous. When a stressor comes to our life, we kind of make some changes to react to it, to address it, and it makes life more interesting. Number two is that it makes our life more motivated and confident. So what we do is that we try to bring some energy and focus on the problem. These are all the advantages that I can now think about the stress. Now these were all the positive effects of the short term stress. We should not actually look up to unhealthy stress. Now talking about the stress types, there are basically 4 types of stress. Number one is the time stress. This has to do with the deadlines and meetings in which we have to complete our work in a particular or designated time period and we are afraid that whether we will be able to do so or not. The second type is the anticipatory stress. It is the stress, this stress occurs when we are not sure about what the future holds. This can be rejection, this can be fear of something disastrous occurring to us. And the third one is the situational stress. In the situational stress, we freeze at a particular situation that we were not expecting of. That can be in a middle of a conversation or a middle of an argument. You do not know what to say and you kind of freezes in the situation. And the last type is the encounter stress. This stress occurs when you are in a situation where you are surrounded with people whom you do not like or whom you feel are unpredictable and you do not know how to react to them and how to talk to them. Chronic stress has a lot to do with our brain's structure, function and also its size. Stress begins with HPA, that is hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis. This is a series, there is a series of interactions between the endocrine glands that is present in our brain and that in the kidney. This controls our body's reaction to a stressful situation. Now as soon as the stressor comes, our HPA gets activated and it releases a hormone called cortisol. This cortisol is responsible for our instant action when we experience the stress. But the presence of high level of cortisol can be risky and dangerous for our brain. For example, As the cortisol level increases, it hampers the cognitive functioning of our brain, and as a result our capability of thinking, rationalizing and memorizing deteriorates. Not only this, it also hampers our HP axis, and as a result again we cannot easily control the stress. Chronic stress also leads to shrinkage of brain, its synaptic connections between neurons and the prefrontal cortex of brain, which is responsible for concentration and social interactions and memory. Thus, chronic stress also leads to difficulty in learning and memorizing new things. Not only this, exposure to unhealthy stress or chronic stress can also lead to depression and Alzheimer's disease in the longer run. It not only affects our mental well-being, but it also affects other organs and cells of our body. Apart from cortisol, there is another stress hormone called adrenaline. When a stressful situation occurs, our adrenaline reaches our heart through blood vessels, causing our heart to race faster, rising our blood pressure and also causing hypertension. High cortisol level also leads to cholesterol plaque, and with all these there is a high chance of you experiencing a heart attack or stroke. Not only this, high cortisol level can also lead to increase in your appetite and causing you gastric and digestive problems. It also helps you in gaining those extra kilos, and removing it is such a pain, trust me. It can be said that chronic stress leads to many chronic diseases like heart problems, nervous problems, digestive system problems, then there is hormonal problems, and overall it also affects our immunity. But please don't get afraid of all the ill effects it has on our health. Stress is something which is easily treated and curable. You just need to address the problem and react accordingly. And there are also some stress management tips, techniques that helps quite a lot. So this is it about today's video. In today's video we have discussed about what is stress, the types of stress, how it affects our health, and in the next part of the video we will discuss more on this topic, as it is a very long topic and it cannot be addressed in a single video. So stay tuned for the part 2 of this topic. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and join our family. Hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and also comment down below your feedback and suggestions related to our content. Thank you.